So this is the Mega Squirt 2. I've been messing with this ECU for 13 years now. It's just never really given me much love. It finally just pissed me off. I ripped it out, I threw in a Power FC, the car ran great. So now we're gonna send this off in style, the way we do down here in Texas.
That's why you don't fuck with me. Part of it.
Oh, God.
Oh, Lord. Welcome to Texas.
Hold on, don't kill it. I got something in the car. Hey, that's what I said. Hold on, let me go get my shit. Man, hold up. Man, why ain't they both say something?
Welcome to Texas, Kenny.
Hey, what you got there, Seth? That's a Glock 19 millimeter.
Mind go check it out?
Yep,
Fantastic.
totally empty.
Hold on.
Right on.
That's my child. I've had it for a
Nice.
long time.
Right.
I got one of them 33 round mags. Yeah, it's the ones that hang. I got a mag.
About to pull out a deagle on y'all boys.
Uh-oh.
Alright.
Backup.
Huh?
Run.
Lord!
Is that the extendo? I didn't count 7 or 10.
You want to shoot it?
Burying it now. I'm an electronics guy, so I can probably fix it. I mean, I built it, so you know. It's got the filter pit. Huh. I mean,
All over the place.
it's a little dirty. So it's got a little sand in it. But overall, I think it's in pretty good shape.
Oh, that's definitely a 45. Oh, that might be 2 of them, that's why.
Or it might be 12.
Yeah.
It might be, Yeah, I mean, you know, we just clean it off.
Should send it.
Have it run into the car next week.
That little guy?
Right. The fact is, it says Texas and there's that. Right now, I still have the OEM dip assembly in mind, but I have that class 1.5 sitting on the shelf, as well as, and I want to rebuild it, but I don't want to.
I've always heard that the FC limited slip fits in the FD casing.
Yep, it does. That's what Lim Bacon does.
Yeah,
I got that.
I don't like torsion rear ends.
I got it.
I don't think a lot of people do.
Yeah, it's from that S4T2 and get that clutch pack life.
Yep, that's what I got. I got an S4 clutch type. I'm going to replace
That's
my
why I
S5
want to
viscous
transition, because I might ultimately need that if I break that one.
No, we're full of engineers.
I already got it.
Oh, you did? Oh, I just want to let the door open.
Open door, shut, set. It's about to start raining. So you might want to drive the truck back to the front.
Because all I remember is dirt sky, dirt sky, dirt sky, dirt sky, ambulance.
Jesus.
That's pretty much it.
Super. What all we have over here? So this is the RX5. What's the history on this thing?
I looked at it for a long time, way back in middle school. It was sitting under a house that pretty much the house was falling apart, going down, and I never could get the guy to sell it to me, and then he finally got old enough that he gave up on it. And when I got it, it had a couch sitting on top of it, and he had a huge idea to turn it into a race car.
It took about 3 days for him to go say yes.
Yeah, it took me a couple days. Because it was like I won. I got what I was going for, and then I want to restore it.
Is it still? Is there even motor in this yet, or is this just?
So we're talking about the RX. He's talking about the RX2.
Oh, all right.
I was talking about the RX5.
That thing is a parts car.
Oh, well,
Yeah, it's all there for a lemons race, but I don't know if it's got enough in it.
fair enough. One day, when you just need another shell. And then the RX2, you said you don't like this car very much.
No, it tried to kill me.
What happened?
Just going in. We had a good idea to put a 200 horsepower. As far as we know, that's all it made because because it would break loose on the dyno.
Yeah.
So we put a 200 horsepower Bridgeport in it.
Jesus.
On stock suspension, and we just put new calipers on it and went to go race.
It wasn't quite stock suspension. We put first gen struts with washers in them to make them fit.
It was like trying to straighten a slinky when you're driving it.
And then the rear end was Mazda Miata front struts that were supposed to work.
It sounds a lot better than it really did.
Yeah.
It really did. It was terrible. It was like unsafe at any speed.
It was drag races.
It was
a drag race on track.
I remember the rears, or the springs were so stiff on it that it absolutely had zero suspension, and you could go. It was raining that weekend, and you could go as slow as you wanted into the turn, and it would just do this.
Just rotate.
It would just do that. That's all it would do.
Jesus.
So we chopped springs, and then we went back and did it and raced it, and
it was a little bit better.
And I was probably doing about 80 miles an hour, and I was clipped in the back and spun me into the grass, and
Jesus.
I rolled it, they say 4 or 5 times. And
corner worker says 5.
I took the ambulance ride.
Were you all right?
Yeah, I mean, look at me now.
Fair enough. I'm not sure if that's all right.
They asked him what day it was. He said blue.
Yeah, I was not giving the right answers. Apparently, if you tell them the president is Santa Claus, you're getting in the ambulance.
Yeah, concussion life.
Yeah.
Didn't you say some black guy?
Something like that.
I think it was some black guy.
I mean, there's some deflection on the cage, but I didn't die.
Fair enough. That means it did its job.
Yeah.
Damn, this is... How long ago was that?
Probably like 5 years ago.
All right.
The best part was I wanted to go racing.
It looked like this 5 years ago, to be fair. It really did.
I wanted to go racing in it again. He popped a tire, and the other side was just flat. I put air in that tire and changed the tire out, and then rolling through the pit trying to get back to Tech so they'd at least give me a go-ahead, and nobody was having it.
You know, they have this funny rule, like once you roll it, there's some cars that are permanently banned. Well, you're looking at one.
Damn.
Yeah.
This car's been permanently banned from the Battle of Lemons, or?
And they kind of said also, like, pretty much, like, and I was banned for a year.
That's why I was trying to put it on the track, because it went off of the person driving is the one banned. Well, the car was still good.
Well, this car, yeah, some cars, they go ahead and they give it, like, the perma ban. No matter what you do to it, we don't want to see it back, and this is one of them.
Help that, you just get a nice rolling loop. Oh shit! Go again, go again! No! Go again!
You want to walk around and take a look at the legendary FD? I know I've seen. Now that I think back on it, you said there was a picture of that. I think I actually seen that. I've seen that.
Tell them about the picture where it's at Texas World Speedway, where it's up on the side. It says still winning races after.
And really, to get up there on the top at Texas World Speedway, it's like it didn't belong up there, but it's kind of cool, you know. So. And this thing
is legendary.
I like this car.
I knew about this car before I even came here.
I like this car. I do. Hey, not really. It's living again.
It is.
It lived again.
So I know there's an interesting history about this car.
This car, I saw the guy. He lived in the Dallas area, and this car burned in like 2010 or 2009. And the guy, he had a picture of it. He apparently parked it, went inside, and he came back out, and it was on fire, and the whole inside was burned, and it was and he was convinced that he was going to restore that car. And there was no restoring that car.
Right, 100%.
So eventually, after hounding, every 6 months or 3 months, he came around and he sold it to us. And really, it was pretty good. We got pretty much everything for the car. We had it except for an engine, and he kept that. And we got it for $500. So. Legit.
Yeah, mad about that.
And we had the engine. The engine came out of the RX2. They got a Chinese turbo. But the turbos cost less than a tank of gas.
Right.
I
know about that life.
And it was you fill it up and change the turbo. But it was excellent. And yes, it has some roof issues there, but the people that caged our car, I'm the short one. I'm 6'3".
Yep.
I'm the short guy. And he's like, y'all are gonna die. So I told him I didn't want him to do that to the roof. But after I left, he goes, I'm doing that to the roof because they have some history with wrecking cars.
Jesus.
So,
damn.
And then I was telling him about the cage after.
Yeah, I had to redo it again.
After the car was so fast at Eagles Canyon, they made us put even more in there because they were worried about it.
Yeah, they let us run because
they didn't think it was going to run.
and then it ran, and they came back. We had to do probably another $1,000 worth of modifications to it. They didn't like the way that, because they said the car was probably structurally, weakened or whatever. It's got like square tubing underneath the car, under the frame here.
Yeah, you said you guys started getting the unibody and stuff like that.
We actually had. I mean, they made us add a lot of bars, a lot of structural under the car. We had to send pictures of it before they let us run it again.
Damn. So is it just it's a bone stock REW with a TO4 E or B?
Now it is. It's pretty much a stock motor. It was, but I think we had problems with the. I think we spun a bearing. It's built with stuff out of my closet and out of his barn.
Yep.
And I think we spun a bearing. And I think it ate itself.
I should show you videos of mine. Actually, I'm all about this life, just building a piece of shit car that goes fast.
I think we're going to be terrible at it, but I think this is a good candidate we need to learn how to drift. We're going to be bad, but we got the right car for it.